Hello, children. Welcome to another session of geography. Children, we have learned about the 16 states of our country in our part 1 of this chapter. Now we are going to learn the 17th state, that is the Chhattisgarh, which is a subdivision of the state of Madhya Pradesh. It is surrounded by the different states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Jharkhand, and Uttar Pradesh. Its capital is Raipur. So, what is the capital of Chhattisgarh? It is Raipur, which is the capital of Chhattisgarh. Durg, Bilaspur, Korba, Raigad are other important cities of this state. The important water bodies, that are more important are Mahanadi, Godavari, Indravati, Hasdev and Son. These are the major rivers that flow to this state. Now going on to Jharkhand, it is surrounded by a lot of different states, that is Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa and West Bengal. Jharkhand became a subdivision of the state of Bihar in the year 2000, and that date is 15th November. So it was that date when Bihar was divided into Bihar and Jharkhand. Now coming on to the capital of Jharkhand, that is Ranchi. Ranchi is its capital, and the big cities of Jamshedpur. These are some famous well-known cities. Jamshedpur, Dhanbad and Bokaro Steel City are important big cities. It also possesses plenty of minerals. So Jharkhand is very rich in minerals, coal, iron and manganese. All minerals are mined here. Moving on to the water bodies of this state, we have the Barakar, Son, Koel, Subarnarekha, Baitarani, Ganga, Mayurakshi, Punpun, etc. So these are some important rivers that flow through this state. Apart from it, the important river of Damodar, which is known as Dev, flows through this state and is the longest river. What kind of river is it? It is the longest river in Jharkhand. Coming on to the next state, that is Orissa. It is situated in the northeast part of the peninsula, and it is supposed to be surrounded by the states of West Bengal, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and northeast northeast, and Andhra Pradesh to the south. Then coming on to its capital city, of Orissa is Bhubaneswar. Cuttack is the main industrial city. The city of Puri has many temples. Puri is also famous for temple, and especially the Jagannath temple, where the annual Rath Yatra in Puri is a famous celebration of this state. Paradip is the only port. It is the only port belonging to Orissa. Coming on to the water bodies and landforms. Let's see what are the water bodies of this state. The Chota Nagpur Plateau occupies the western and northern portions of this state. So this is the chief plateau that covers almost the western and northern part of the state, while along the coast are fertile alluvial plains and the valleys of the Mahanadi, Brahmani and Baitarani rivers, which empty into the Bay of Bengal. The Hirakud Dam, this is the famous dam, which is the fourth largest in the world, is built across the Mahanadi river. So this is a must to be known, that the Hirakud Dam is built across the Mahanadi river, and it is the fourth largest dam in the world. Now coming on to Maharashtra, it is known as the commercial capital of India. It's it is India's second most populous state here and the third largest state by area. It is bordered by Arabian Sea to the west, Indian states of Karnataka, Telangana, Goa, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Its capital city is Mumbai, which is also known as the financial capital of our country. Another lively city is Pune. Pune, which is a favorite destination of tourists because of its modern lifestyle. This city is also known as the Queen of the Deccan. So, what is Pune known as? Pune is known as the Queen of the Deccan and the Oxford of the East. So, this is the identity of Pune. Aurangabad is the pride for central Maharashtra. The city is known as the city of caves. So, Aurangabad is known as the city of caves. Why? Because the famous caves of Ajanta and Ellora are found here. So, apart from all these cities, there are many more cities like Nashik, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Amravati, Ahmednagar, Thane. These all are important cities of this state. Coming on to the major landforms and water bodies, we have the Godavari, Krishna, Bhim, Tapi, Purna, and Vardha, Vainganga. They flow through this. Coming on to the next state of Karnataka, which is located in the southwestern region of our country and is well known. It was originally known as Mysore. So, Karnataka was previously known as the state of Mysore and it was renamed Karnataka in 1973. Karnataka is further bordered by the Arabian Sea to the west, Goa to the northwest, Maharashtra to the north, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. Its capital city. Now, coming on to the capital city, it is Bangalore, or which is known as Bangalore. It is the largest city. Then, the economic activities, the central of political and economic activities with 8.5 million inhabitants. Moving on to the other important cities of this state is the Bangalore, Mysore, and Mangalore. These are the hub of information technology and known as the best tourist destinations. Hubli and Gulbarga are other major cities of Karnataka. The important water bodies, which include the two main river systems of the state, that is the Krishna and its tributaries, the Bhima, Ghatprabha, etc. These are all we have learned about the water bodies and landforms of this state. Now, coming on to the next state of Andhra Pradesh, which is situated in the southeastern coast and is surrounded by Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the Bay of Bengal in the east. And the capital city of this state of Andhra Pradesh is Hyderabad. It is the capital city of this state, and Vishakhapatnam is the largest city and financial capital of the state. Tirupati, Vijayawada, Amravati, Chittor are some other important cities. The water bodies of this state consists of the Krishna and Godavari, the two major rivers that are flowing through this state. Next we have is the Telangana. It is another part is a subdivision of another state called Andhra Pradesh. So it was formed in June 2014 and primarily it was a part of Andhra Pradesh. It is bordered by Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh itself, and the capital city of this state is Hyderabad. And apart from it, Telangana, Warangal, Nizamabad, Khammam and Karimnagar are some of the other important cities. Then water bodies consists of the Godavari, Krishna rivers, and now in Tamil Nadu, it is the southernmost part of Indian subcontinent bordered by Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, the Union Territory of Puducherry, the South Indian states of Kerala, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. And its most important is the capital city is Madras, which is now known as Chennai, and it is an important tourist attraction as well as the capital state also. It's the third largest industrial and commercial hub of our country. And Mahabalipuram is a city famous for its ancient and cultural heritage. Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu is the southernmost tip of the Indian peninsula. Madurai, dubbed as the temple city, is one of the oldest inhabited cities in India. Then apart from that, Vellore, Uti, Kanchipuram, Coimbatore, Puducherry, Salem, these are another important famous cities. Then coming to the water bodies, we have the water bodies of Kaveri river with 760 kilometers of length is the longest river among all the rivers in Tamil Nadu. Palar, Vaigai, Noyal, Cheyar, Bhavani, Velar are some other rivers that flow through Tamil Nadu. Coming on to the next state of Gujarat, which is the western state, and its coastline is about 1600 kilometers. The state is bordered by Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Arabian Sea to the west. Then the capital city of the state is Gandhinagar. It lies on the west bank of Sabarmati river. The Akshardham temple is located in Gandhinagar. Ahmedabad, Surat, Baroda, Rajkot are some of the important cities of this state. Coming on to the water bodies of the state, we have Sabarmati as the largest river in Gujarat, followed by the Tapi. Right, although the Narmada covers the longest distance in its package through the state. Then coming on to the next state of Rajasthan, which is the largest state of the country, and it is bordered by Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Its capital city is Jaipur, which is also known as the Pink City. Apart from it, the important cities are Jodhpur, Kota, Bikaner, Ajmer, Udaipur, Alwar and Bharatpur. But the important or major water bodies and landforms are drained by the Banas and Chambal rivers, that's the tributaries of the Ganges. So these two are the tributaries of Ganges. Coming on to the next state of Goa. Goa was primarily a union territory and now it was declared as the important state also. It is bounded by Maharashtra to the north and Karnataka to the east and south, with the Arabian Sea forming its west coast. Then capital and important cities. So its capital is Panaji, and Mapusa, Margoa, Ponda and Vasco are other important cities in Goa. Important water bodies of this state are Zuari, Mandovi, Terekhel, Chapora, Galgibag, Kumbarjua, Kanai, Talpona and the Sal. And Juari and Mandova are the most important rivers. The most important rivers are Juari and Mandova. Then coming on to the next state, we have Kerala, which is surrounded by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Lakshadweep Sea. Then its capital city is Kerala. It is Thiruvananthapuram. So it is the Thiruvananthapuram, which is the capital city of Kerala, and Kochi, Kozhikode, Kollam, Thrissur and Kannur are some other important cities in this state. Important water bodies, there are 44 rivers that flow in Kerala, and all the rivers are entirely monsoon fed and many of them shrink into results or dry up completely during summer. So it is consequently a state of beautiful argumentative descriptions. So we have learned a lot about the states of our country, and we have earned a lot of knowledge from them. Going through the states will help you know the places of our country. Thank you and have happy learning.